Welcome to the Constructing Perfect Paragraphs online tutorial created for Brunel Headstart. My name is Courtney Hopf, and I'm an Academic Skills Advisor with Ask Academic Skills at Brunel University. One of the first and most important things you're going to have to tackle when you come to university is academic writing. And one of the fundamental aspects of academic writing you'll find is proper structure. Academic writing essentially is highly structured in order to be clear and logical and persuasive. So what we think is an important aspect of that structure is the paragraph. And if you can master the paragraph, everything else will probably fall into place. So the question is, what constitutes a paragraph? What I like to tell people is it's generally got three parts that I call the C paragraph, S-E-E. And what that stands for is statement, evidence, and explanation. And by statement, what I actually mean is topic sentences. Topic sentences are essential in writing good paragraphs. What they are is just the main idea of whatever you're saying in that paragraph. And they usually come towards the beginning so that it's very clear to your reader what that paragraph is going to be about. Generally, it will make some sort of claim that you are then going to flesh out in the paragraph. So after you've made that initial statement, the S, you have the evidence, and that's where you bring in your references and other types of evidence to back up the claim made in that topic sentence. Finally, you'll have an explanation, something that ties it all together, makes a final point about the claim you're making, and hopefully ties it into the overall argument of your essay. So if you can follow that structure, you'll always have well-developed paragraphs. One of the things we tend to see here a lot is paragraphs that are just one sentence long, or even worse, paragraphs that are a sentence and just a quotation. That's not a developed paragraph. That's not you controlling the information in your essay. So what that means is you need to expand and use the topic sentence, evidence, explanation structure more. So I will show you how to do that. So why are topic sentences so important? For one thing, they're essential for guiding your reader. The fact that there is this statement in every paragraph that clarifies what that paragraph is about makes it infinitely easier for the reader to follow what you're saying. It also means that you will own the argument of your essay. So when you are writing topic sentences, they should come from you and your ideas. And that means that you control and you drive the information of the essay. And the flip side of that is it helps you avoid summarizing. One of the real pitfalls in academic writing is that students start to just summarize everything they've read instead of engaging with it and interacting with it critically. And good topic sentences actually enable you to do that. And that's where you also start to synthesize and critically evaluate. So when you have good topic sentences, you might refer to multiple sources in that topic sentence, and that is the action of synthesis. That's putting different ideas together and making connections. And that's really what most lecturers are looking for in your academic writing. And also, having good topic sentences will help you when it comes to edit your paper, because you can see if you have a proper flow throughout the essay, and you can see if your ideas are unfolding logically in a flowing manner. If you don't have those topic sentences, it's not going to make any more sense to you than it will to your readers, and you're probably not going to get a very good mark. So, what is a topic sentence not? Well, it is not just a restatement of what someone else has said. It's not just a statistic. It's not just a definition left to stand by itself. It's not a summary of someone else's ideas or theories. It's not a quotation. It could be any of those things, though, if it is integrated in with your own point. So I'm not saying you should never use a statistic in a topic sentence, but I'm saying your topic sentence should not be there are X number of people with cancer in the United Kingdom. That's just a statement of a fact. That's evidence that you might use. But as a topic sentence, it's not particularly strong. Okay, topic sentence should be a claim that comes from you. As long as you remember that, you'll be in pretty good shape. Now, have a look at these two examples. We're going to compare and see which one of these is the stronger topic sentence. The first one, Everett argues that civic journalism, quote, urges local news media to take a more active role by encouraging greater public involvement with public problems and setting the public agenda, unquote. Then we have critics of civic journalism point to the movement's lack of a clear definition, and these traditional journalists, as they are often called, also have problems with the notion that journalists should operate more as advocates and less like watchdogs. So, looking at that, can you think can you imagine which one of these is the stronger sentence? It's probably relatively obvious. It's the second one. And that's because this sentence points out a tendency, right? It looks at what goes on across what various critics have said. It's synthesizing different ideas to find out, oh, hey, lots of people have said this particular thing. That demonstrates critical thinking, it demonstrates synthesis. So it's showing that there's this particular tendency amongst other critics. The first sentence does nothing of the sort. All it does is restate whatever it said, and even worse, it quotes most of it. You should try to minimize your use of quotes. You shouldn't use entire sentences. You should use parts of sentences and integrate them in with your own. So try to avoid that, especially in topic sentences. So next what I'd like you to do is try identifying the SEE in a sample paragraph. And that's this paragraph here. So what I'd like you to do is pause this tutorial for a few moments and read through this paragraph. When you feel you've got a handle on it, set the tutorial running again. Okay, hopefully now you've had a chance to read through this paragraph, and let's see if you can identify the statement, evidence, and explanation. This is a very straightforward and well-constructed paragraph. If we look at the first sentence, I think it's fair to say that it's probably a proper topic sentence, and indeed the S of the SEE. It sets out the fact that there is a debate about an issue, and that's a really important way to set up a paragraph, because you can assume then that both sides of that debate will need to be covered in the evidence part. So we've got this essential statement about there being a debate about the duration and vigorousness required for prescribed exercise. So you would imagine what would come next, and indeed it does. First, it gives us one side of the debate, which certain data indicates that higher intensity exercise is useful. And then it uses the lovely signposting term of however to give us the other side of the debate, which shows that other studies have shown that lower intensity workouts are just as useful. So it gives us those two bits of information, and notably it provides us with two references for each of those. So it's a very well referenced and addressed, a useful way of addressing that information. Finally, it doesn't leave out the explanation. Again, it uses a nice signposting term with the words as a result, wrapping it all up and showing that there is something that has come from this debate, which is that it's under debate, but there is some agreement about certain aspects of it. So it's a well-constructed paragraph that uses the SEE formula. So, to conclude with the summary, the number one thing you want to remember is that every paragraph needs to be fully developed. You should never have a one-sentence paragraph or a paragraph that's just a quotation. As I said there. Topic sentences are essential for this. If you have a topic sentence in every paragraph, you're well on your way to a fully well-structured essay. And finally, remember that the point of an essay is you are addressing an argument and you are making claims, and it should be in your voice that is controlling that content, not just restating what everyone else has said. That is the shift you need to make to succeed at the university level. And finally, know your resources. Ask is here to help in a variety of ways. You can always contact us at our email address, ask@brunel.ac.uk. You should also check out the resources available on Blackboard Learn and through our website, where you can also see our drop-in times and workshop timetable. Thanks, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial.